welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that separates the truth from the twaddle. On Mack's team tonight, star of People Just Do Nothing and Taskmaster, it's Asim Chaudhry. And actor, presenter and former Corrie legend, Sally Lindsay. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, from the stand-up sketch show, it's comedian Stephen Bailey. And the GC herself, Towie superstar, Gemma Collins. And so, to round one, home truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Gemma, you're first tonight.
Whenever I need an energy boost, I'll stop doing what I'm doing and I hug a tree.
Right, Lee's team.
Right. When was the last time this happened, Gemma?
2 hours ago.
Didn't you arrive here about 2 hours ago?
I did.
Where in Elstree Studios did you find this tree?
Well, when I turned up, I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, meeting Rob, I'm his biggest fan. That's why I agreed to do the show. And that is the truth. You don't know how buzzing I am to be this close to him.
It's a lie.
So basically, I felt really nervous and I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to see him with my own two eyes, not just through the TV screen. I need to hug a tree and ground myself.
What tree was it?
My security guard took me over to Tesco's.
Right. Stop. Your security guard?
Yeah.
Did you think there's a chance that maybe Rob would attack you today?
Yeah, I was hoping. I was absolutely hoping.
Can I just say, I'm genuinely confused and I'm not quite sure how to react.
So, he took me to Tesco's. There was no trees in the car park, but they were selling cherry blossom trees.
Oh.
So I was like, do you know what? That'll have to do. So I hugged the cherry blossom to ground myself. And I did some breathing techniques, and I was like...
What are the breathing techniques? In and then out, and then in and then out?
No, it was like... Rob.
Before today, what was the last time it happened?
This morning.
Oh,
that's today. I love nature, so literally...
So do I.
I go outside in my garden naked most mornings.
You go out naked and hug a tree?
So, you're in Shaka Khan. You're in
a secure unit fancying Rob.
You're in the garden. You're in the garden and you're naked. Now, here's the question on all our lips, which is, what about the neighbours?
So, when I moved into the house, I was like, there's not enough trees. And I watched, I think it was David Attenborough, one of them, Spring Watch or something like that, where they said every time you plant a tree, you're putting air back into the oxygen.
True.
So I rung my local garden centre.
I think you've got that the other way round.
Something like that. Oh,
yeah. That's all the right words, not necessarily in the right order.
Yeah. I went to my local garden centre and I bought, like, hundreds of trees to, like, block the neighbours' view.
So, Sally, what are you thinking?
Do you know, it's that bizarre, Gemma, that I'm sort of believing you.
The GC, you know, her kind of persona is, you know, Essex, glitz and glamour. But I do think you are quite at one with nature as well.
Yeah. So, what do we think?
I have no doubt she loves trees. The bit I doubt is that she loves you. It's a lie.
All right, so you're going to say it's a lie. OK, Gemma, was it true or was it a lie?
It's true! I've got this game!
Stephen, you're next.
This morning I lost my ringmaster's hat.
Age 14, my mum deliberately lost me for 10 minutes in a French hypermarket in order to force me to use the French I'd learned at school.
Please, team.
I think we hope this is a lie, otherwise
No, hang on,
your
right,
mother
so-
could be arrested.
Me and Stephen are from the same area in Manchester, so I know that's true.
So you were 14?
Yeah.
And how good was your French?
At 14, it wasn't so great, but I ended up getting a degree in French, actually.
In the
Go on,
French,
then.
in the
Go on.
French language, you got a degree?
Oui.
Well,
Oh, there we go. Stop.
right, off you go.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, but...
But... Fourth word in and you panicked. I'm guessing you didn't get it first. What am I saying now? Watch this. Où est le petit poisson? Le petit poisson is sur la rouge table.
Even I know what that is.
I have to say, your accent is beautiful.
Did you speak to anyone? Did you use some of your French?
No, I was in a state of shock, so I just went, where's me mum?
Well, what did she actually expect you to ask?
I think she wanted me to be like, help, I've lost my mum.
At 14?
Well, what would you do if you wanted to encourage someone to use their French?
Well, I would say, right, I'm leaving you here and I'm driving back to England. You're on your own now.
Well, we're not talking about my dad, we're talking about my mother.
So at no point did you actually speak French?
No, I didn't speak French. I was in a state of panic and shock. I'm a dramatic camp gay man.
Well, you hide it well.
Right, time to decide. What do you
He
think?
could be lying about how good he is at French.
But also, if I asked you if you could do something now that you could do at 19...
Well, it depends, not with these knees. If you get a degree in French, I don't think you lose it. I mean, you're
Oh, right,
young,
you do
aren't you,
lose,
Stephen?
you do.
How
Well,
old are you?
If you don't... Well, if BBC Three asks, I'm 19. But on this show, I can be 35.
I think lovely story, great performance, but I think it's a lie.
Sally?
I think it's true. I don't know why I believe it so much, but I do. Sorry. You'll have to make the decision then.
All right. As captain, I will make the decision. And my decision is... Sally will make the decision.
I think it's true.
OK. We'll go
You're
with
going to
true.
say it's true?
Yeah.
OK. Stephen, was it true or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
Very good.
Asim, you're next.
I once saw someone disappear in a puff of smoke, never to be seen again.
Wow.
Where was you?
OK, I was in college, so I was around 16 at the time. And I was actually the rap battle champion there.
Were you?
And there was another rapper who came on the scene. He was this new boy, and he was amazing.
Was
His
he
name
the Mozart to your Salieri?
He was.
Yeah.
He was. I don't know what that means, but he was. And he could
How's the new rap album selling, David?
You were a rapper.
I was a rapper. I was actually a battle rapper back in the day.
What does that mean?
You know, rap battling. So
No,
it's
I don't
kinda
know.
Like, OK, I'm just making this up. It'll be like, Rob Brydon, I tell you, mate, you ain't no good. I'm going to hug you even tighter than GC does to the wood.
I love that. Anyway, darling, what was this puff of smoke?
So this
like
guy...
smoke machine smoke?
No, it was literally like... So, like, this guy, he was this kind of rogue guy, disappeared, and he could rap like Eminem. And he taught me how to beatbox through a very simple technique. And I think Rob would be great with this, because he's great with his mouth, isn't he? I mean... not like...
I've heard.
No, I mean... No, I mean, like, you know, he's... Basically, this is one song where it goes, if your mother only knew, but it's like... If your mother only knew... And what you do is you
Bless you.
Thank you. You put the B's in front of every word, so it's like... If your mother only knew... You know what I mean?
I do know. Here's my question.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the trick is, like, singing and doing a beat at the same time. You have to create the kick noise, the beat.
Like whistling and humming.
Yes.
I can do that, not many can.
I can do that.
Go on,
Yeah.
then.
Where does smoke come into this?
Okay, so basically, he was rapping, and I realised that he basically, like, stole these lyrics from another rapper. And that is a big faux pas in the hip-hop community.
So they set him on fire?
No. I confronted him in college in front of everyone, and I didn't want to make it a thing, but he was like, no,
But
I
you
didn't.
just confronted him in front... You didn't want to make it a thing, I won't make it a thing, I'll just confront him in front of everyone.
I confronted him. I said, look, mate, did you steal these lyrics? And then he was like, what? What was that? Was that? And he went, look over there. And then we all looked over there. And then he had a smoke bomb. And he went... and he disappeared. Never, ever saw him again.
So what you're saying is that this person, this fraud, who you'd looked up to, but he'd been so aware that he could be found out at any time that he had this smoke bomb ready. Yeah. Maybe he'd done it before. He keeps changing identities, countries, whatever. I'll stick at it for a few years, but if things go a bit difficult, I just smoke bomb, I'm gone.
Did you ever see him ever again?
Never, ever. So I tried to find him.
Tonight.
All right. Gemma, what do you make of this?
I think it's false.
What do you think?
So we've got...
It's false.
No, I do actually agree that I think it's false, because we've got two people that claim they can rap...
Hey, I can't rap. I've got bars, all right?
Well, we just saw otherwise. I think it's a lie. I don't think bad rappers are good magicians.
I mean, I like it as a sort of plan for your life. Have a smoke bomb ready, and if disappear if things are getting a bit much for you. But I don't believe it. So I think a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK,
Yes.
Asim, it's a great story. Was it true, or was it a lie?
It was true.
It's true. Asim once saw someone disappear in a puff of smoke. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Elliot. So, Stephen, what is...
Stop the game. E is with Gemma. Look at the colour of it!
So, Stephen, what is Elliot to you?
This is Elliot, and he was the air steward who had to force the door open when I fell into a deep sleep on the loo.
Gemma, how do you know Elliot?
This is Elliot, and I broke out of his weight loss boot camp to go for a sneaky Chinese.
And finally, David, your relationship with Elliot.
This is Elliot, and I had to shout for his help after his tennis ball machine assaulted me with hundreds of tennis balls.
So, there we have it. Lee, where will you begin?
So, Stephen, where were you going from and to?
I was coming back from America.
To home, to Manchester?
To home, to Manchester, yeah.
OK. Was it halfway across the ocean?
Well, the flight got me all the way home.
So was this mid-flight, or was it before you'd taken off, or what?
No, it was mid-flight, because it was, like, a long flight.
What were you doing in there? Apart from, obviously, sleeping.
Were you alone?
No, I was alone. I would have
one-on-one?
welcomed Elliot in, but that's not why he came in. Basically, I was flying back from a job, and Channel 5 is so cheap. They just put us in economy.
They put you in economy, not enough room.
Yeah, and so then I was like, I couldn't sleep because I was like, what? I can't do it. And so I was like, right, I'm just going to go. So I went for a wee earlier on, and I was like, this is more spacious than out there. So do you know, like, when the lights go down, when it's like, everyone should sleep now?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to go and have a little stretch. Right. And I just sat on the toilet. I just thought, right, I'll have a little 5 minutes. And then I fell asleep.
And how long were you asleep for, do you know?
I mean, you'd have to ask Elliot. I don't know.
He's not allowed to speak.
I know.
But he can do this.
So did he break the door? Because that might have been a medical emergency, right? He probably thought...
Well, here's the thing. I say force the door. I think I'm being a bit melodramatic. I think he just really, on the outside, just slid it across and pushed it open.
So he obviously tried knocking first.
Well, you'd have to ask Elliot. I was asleep. If I heard a knock, I would have been like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
And how did the queue of other passengers react?
Well, you know no one's ever happy in economy, so they were... I would have rather them...
Scream at you.
Scream at me.
Yeah. You need shaming, don't you, properly? Not just a tut.
Like when Lee shamed my jacket.
I was only joking. I love butlins.
All right, who would you like to quiz next?
I think we'll go with...
Don't applaud him!
We'll go to Gemma now, shall we? Gemma, let's cut straight to the chase. How long have you known him?
Well, basically, I went to Norfolk on a boot camp where you exercised 8 hours a day.
Oh, God.
Like, to try and lose weight.
Right.
I was there for, like, 6 weeks.
OK, and at what point did you sneak out?
Yeah.
Right before the end of, like, the last knock-ins.
The what?
So, the last knock-ins. The last lap of the tour. It's like an Essex race, the last knock-ins.
Like the second to last day or whatever?
Basically, yeah.
So you lasted a long time?
I did.
And you left for, you said, a Chinese?
Yeah, so right before the last knock-ins towards the end, 2 days before, my friend comes, like, to see me.
Knock-ins is 2 days before, is it?
Yeah.
What's the last day before?
Just the last day before.
So the day before Christmas Eve is Christmas knock-ins?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah. So, literally, I rang my friend Alana and I was like, Alana, you need to get here. I'm sick of this place. I need a chow mein. I need a chow mein. So she goes, right, don't break it, Gemma.
Can I just ask a question? What's a chow mein? Is that like chow mein?
Yeah, chow mein.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Right, OK.
So, basically, and it was, I really wanted a chicken chow mein. That was the one I wanted.
Chow mein?
Yeah.
OK. And was this going to be your min meal of the day?
Yeah. She turns up, I look her in the eyes, and I'm like, if you love me, and if you're my friend, you will take me to get a chow mein.
No.
So she slaps me round the face.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Good.
She slapped me and said, don't you dare mention them words again. So I played the game, went over to the main house. I have my asparagus soup and my piece of sea bass with, like, 1 carrot. And everyone's like, oh, I'm so full. And I'm just like... Anyway, she is like, you've been at this place for 5 weeks. I really feel bad for you. Like, come here. I'm sorry for slapping you earlier. I'm like, right.
Can I just stop you? Are you sure this wasn't an episode of Tower you're getting?
It sounds amazing.
So we then wait for all the other campers to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Creep down the spiral staircase, put on the mobile phone, local Chinese restaurant.
Right.
It was 2 miles up the road.
Oh. Yeah.
So we walked, because nothing was going to stop me from getting a chow mein. So it goes in the restaurant, they're about to close. I'm like, hun, I will pay you whatever it takes. I'll pay you double. I'm starving.
Whatever it takes?
Yeah.
Even twice as much as £4.80?
I need a Chinese. So I sit down. I'm like, right, I'll have spare ribs. I'll have crispy duck. I'll have salt and pepper squid. I'll have some dumplings. I'll have lemon chicken.
We don't have to do every item. We get the drift.
Yeah.
Why don't you just give us the numbers? It'll be quicker.
So I'm now working my way through the menu, yeah? And she goes to me, stop. And I'm like, is everything OK? Why do I need to stop? Like, you're getting double, hun. Let's just order. I wanted chicken balls. And
Not again. We don't need...
Right. So with that, she says, we can't take any more of your food order.
I know she feels.
We're just going to bring you out the best Chinese of my life.
Well, there we are. And viewers will be pleased to hear that Gemma's answer is now available as a talking book.
So, this fella here with a natural tan, are you telling me that is he a fitness instructor?
He's the one that weighs you in.
Is he become a friend of yours, or did you get back in contact for this show?
Never spoke to him again, not interested. I feel sick that you're here today, this close to me.
All right, now then, what about that little fella in the middle, David? What about him?
What happened again?
Well, Elliot had to rescue me when I shouted help because his tennis ball firing machine had gone berserk.
Right, and where was this?
On a tennis court.
So you were on a tennis court?
Yep.
Were you...
That's what I'm going with. There I am, racket in hand.
So you were playing... Who were you
all
playing?
the gear.
Who were you playing?
Imagine it.
I am imagining it. I'm imagining it, and so are you.
Yeah.
Was the tennis ball machine for you, or was it on the neighbouring court?
It was for me.
Ah, so you were playing against the machine.
I was having tennis lessons.
From him?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a tennis coach.
Could you tell us which court?
It's, Wimbledon?
Yeah.
No, it's a court at a tennis club near where I live in London.
OK. So...
I'm not willing to specify any more than that. But if you can believe...
No, don't worry about it, David. Even the stalkers don't want to come and find you. So, you're learning to play tennis with the aid of a machine and this gentleman.
Even the stalkers don't want to come and find me.
They come round to the dressing room door and say, I want my pants back, they weren't meant for you. How long have you had tennis lessons for, by the way?
I just had a few last summer.
How would you put a bit of backspin on a ball?
Well, you slightly slice downwards through the ball.
Oh.
David, when you were...
Goodness me, you haven't been out in a while, have you?
David, when you were getting hit by these balls...
Yes.
How many hit you? Why don't you just move out of the way?
I couldn't get out of the way.
Why?
Because the sheer pace of the bombardment. Absolutely. It was an intense bombardment. I was trapped. Initially, I tried to use the skills that Elliot had equipped me with in order to dispatch the balls. I think on some level I was fearful that the machine might develop a way of collecting them. Because my only hope was it would eventually run out of these balls.
But was he feeding more balls in and grinning?
He wasn't. He'd gone over to... It was
this is an interesting aspect of this.
Oh, I'm glad there is one.
Where was Elliot?
He'd gone down to a neighbouring court to start his next lesson.
So he said, I'm leaving you, I'm going to put this machine on...
Yeah, put the machine on...
Oh, no!
Yeah.
I've accidentally put it on the pointlessly fast and never needed setting.
Has this traumatised you to the point where now do you still play a bit of tennis?
It didn't traumatise me, to be honest.
Okay.
But I haven't played against a machine before. I mean, obviously it makes us always think about when the machines do turn.
We'll eventually take over.
What's it going to be like? And I don't think it'll just be tennis balls.
No.
All right.
Blimey, they're brilliant
We
stories.
need an answer. So, is Elliot Stephen's high-flying helper, Gemma's tough trainer, or David's rapid responder?
I think it's David that's telling the truth.
You think David was hit with tennis balls to the point where he couldn't move because he thought he was accidentally trapped in a 1970s sitcom?
What do you think about the flight steward one? Because that
Flight steward, I mean, he screams flight steward.
And the only thing about that story that I didn't quite believe, Stephen, is that you said, I can stretch out in the toilets.
The bit that I don't believe about Stephen's story is that at no point he asked, how long was I in there for?
And also, wouldn't you have known because you'd have gone in, we're over Paris or something?
If he's going over Paris from America to Manchester, he's lost. So you think it's David?
I think Gemma.
Do you think Gemma? I think it might be Gemma as well.
Let's do it, yeah.
So you go with Gemma?
Yeah, let's
go with Gemma.
Saying Gemma. So, Elliot, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Elliot, and Gemma broke out of our weight loss weekend.
Yes!
Thank you,
Yes, Elliot is Gemma's tough trainer. Thank you very much, Elliot.
Well done, Elliot.
Which brings us to our final round, Picked by Our Lives, and we start with... It's Sally.
Oh. Because I thought he was someone else, I once revealed all to a cleaner.
Oh, David, you revealed all. Now, in what sense do you mean that phrase?
Physically.
physically. You stripped off. Did you know them at all?
No.
So who did you think they were and why?
I thought he was a doctor.
Were you at a doctor's surgery?
I was in hospital.
Where?
Where, on the border of Sidcup and Greenwich.
That's precise.
Yeah. So I was pregnant. I was checkers with twins, and when you checkers with twins, they are really paranoid. So loads of people came in to have a look at my birthing canal. Can I put it like that? And when you've been checked that many times in that area, you just get really used to it, and you just give it like boof out. And so the first doctor came in, boof out. Second doctor came in. Buff out. It's just, and you don't really care, and, and they go, oh, not sure. And there's a knock on the door. And this bloke came in, white coat, I went, boof, down, and he went, no, I'm the cleaner.
Did he say I was only supposed to do the floor of the windowsill?
All right. Gemma, what do you think?
You live up north. Why would you be in Sidcup and Greenwich?
How could you possibly be somewhere other than where you live?
Yeah, because I thought you get assigned a hospital and you have to go there.
They wouldn't treat you. They'd hear your vowels and you'd go, this isn't for you. I conversely think that if this was a lie, Sally would not have invented the hospital in the south. So that's exactly why I think it's true.
What about you, Stephen?
I think Sally is too bright to spread her legs for a cleaner just because he was in a white coat.
I think we should find a nicer way to say that.
Can I do that, what Sally did?
If you wish, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the noise.
So...
You think it's a lie?
I'm leaning more towards lie, only because...
The Sidcup bit.
No. I buy the Sidcup bit. I buy that. I just think Sally's not that daft.
I'm very, very comfortable with this situation. I think it's true, but I'm not going to overrule you. We're going to go lie.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out. Sally, was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
Sorry.
It's true, Sally once revealed all to a hospital cleaner.
It was a long day.
That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 3 points to 2.
That was the clincher.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.